Okay, this is the third video on rooftop solar. Okay, and in this video, the main idea is simply to understand the idea of yield and capacity and fact and production. Excuse me. Okay, and then you can use the lookup function to find the monthly yield. So that's going to be a tiny little bit of Excel, but basically this one has very little Excel really in it, so we're going to use the lookup function and look up on this month and put the right kind of percent of production in for different kind of things, which I think they're all the same anyway. And we have the month number here. So whoops, I'm on the right thing. And so that's basically the video. It's not, and the exercise. Really not so much uh, any not much different stuff in Excel. Mainly just I don't know how to do that. Okay, and oh no, I think I'm gonna get interrupted. There's an alternate equal, and then I have some capacity after degradation. I didn't compute the degradation at all, and that's going to be in another video. And it's going to have that. I've done it, but it's going to be I'm dreading it in a way. Okay, so that's this. There we are. And you can watch the video or you can switch it off, because don't expect to be illuminated and find some new facts or some new what do they call this now, the post-truth era. I don't expect to find some magic here. Okay, all right, goodbye, or well, watch the rest of the video. Bye. Hello, another second video in our yes, you're my partner. I'm an Uber driver. That's what my job really is. Teach these classes, and then when I get crap ratings, then I never teach again. Because I go to Korea, and I have to be so structured, it's unbelievable. Okay, enough bitching. Crap, complaining, sorry. The, now what we're going to do is, you know, if you watched the last video and are wasting some of your wonderful time watching another one, we start with the tabulation, and we ended up with the number of facilities. Now we've got to put somewhere here in the production analysis, somewhere we better put the capacity, and below the capacity, somewhere we better have the energy production. Now, that's not so difficult, but we'll have energy production before degradation, and then we'll have energy production after degradation. Now, degradation. Okay, I'll degradation. Okay, now this degradation is a very big issue that hits me in my heart, because it seems that we can't have a maintenance outage that really fixes the degradation. It seems that that's not possible. And that's what's happening to my brain. Now okay, enough of that. Now let's say that we have a little bold here, and let's say I want to make this just a little different color. I hope I don't, if I waste too much of your time with this crap color, I'm really sorry. Now what we can do, oops, oh shoot, well whatever, let's make it a little different than this. So let's say I don't know, for some reason I wanted purple. Yeah, that's what. That will go in my Excel acquisition. I will. I promise, promise, promise. Okay. Now the hard part about this, we'll do this far. We can get the now. Let me just discuss it. First, we'll have the kilowatts of each one. That's no problem. We've covered these in the last period. And then once we have the kilowatts, we could have the I think the best way to do this will be either to take the capacity factor to get the annual production or the yield. The yield is just, all we have to do is take the kilowatts times the kilowatt hour per year, I suppose. Why don't we use that one? But then we don't have to, but I'm going to put it in month by month. In this case, we're in Australia, so we have less in summer months. Don't think I'm some weirdo or something. And then the degradation is going to be the hardest part, because we have a whole bunch of portfolios coming in at different times. We don't even have to worry about it really, but we're going to make a function for this instead of one of these diagonal things that you might do for other things. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so the capacity shouldn't be this difficult. Okay, and for the capacity, now finally I'll put it in kilowatt. Okay, you might have noticed a Excel crash. Sometimes I really don't know it. All I did was press Control Shift down and Control D. I mean, the last thing I would want to do is drag things. I'm so upset by this, but let's put the system size in. I cheated while I was so upset, and we're just going to put the system size, Shift Control Enter, and once we have the system size, we can see, well, how much capacity do we have? And we're going to assume that all this capacity goes in at the beginning of the month, so we'll press we'll just multiply the capacity by the number of installations. I'm so afraid to simply press Control down, so that now we have our capacities. And then one day, I'm sorry to go through this, but one day it better go down, because we degrade and we die in our lives. Okay, and then we can put our annual yield, okay, and get the kWh per kilowatt hour. Now I should have really specified that a little bit better. Kilowatt hours, that has to have some kind of time frame associated with it. So this one, I'm just going to simply press the F4 key. I pressed it a few times, okay, and then we can put our monthly factor. Now to get the monthly factor, the first thing to do is insert a line and put the month. Okay, and we put equal month. Okay, and Shift Control 1, and then we once we have the month, we put the lookup and look up on our month, and this time we can since there's no such thing as months we don't have, and then I press the F4 button to just copy it across. Okay, and I guess I'll just do it again. Okay, and let's put the second one in. I'm sure I could have used some F4s and done it a little bit more quickly, and I'm a little bit hypocritical for not doing that. Okay. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Look up this one, and we better press F4 and F4. Okay. I don't know what I did there, and look up, just in case, you know, we could certainly have for some reason, I don't know what right now, but we could have different month by month kind of factors in for all of this. Okay, and then we can put our monthly production now in, which we take our capacity, multiplied the kilowatt hours by the kilowatts, times this monthly thing, but we have to divide it by 12. Okay, and okay. I hope I saw some zeros at the end, but I was supposed to, so that's what we're going to do. And why don't we just, because I still like the capacity factors, and why don't we just copy these? Oops. I'm terrified of this stupid model suddenly blowing up on me. Now the capacity factors, if we have a monthly model, it will be the total production we have divided by the number of hours. That gives you the hourly production, and then we divide that by the capacity. Okay, and we better put just if, we need an if the capacity exists. Okay, and shift control P. Okay, so we see the capacity factor and how it goes up and down by month, and it's a reasonable number, and we've kind of checked it. Now I'm going to stop the video because this degradation by year is going to be a really hard one. And to get the degradation by year, the problem is we're going to start declining, and this one's going to decline and go down, but then, sorry, this one is going to decline and go down, and then this one's going to decline, but they're going to, you know, if we put some different capacities in different years, they're going to decline by different amounts. And there could be certainly other things like O&M expenses that change over the years, or perhaps if you're putting in replacing the inverters in different years, these could all have a similar kind of thing. Whenever you have a portfolio of assets, it's kind of like a depreciation thing that this comes up with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in the next video. It's going to be a little bit involved, and you might not want to even watch it, but whatever. I'm not charging you, so whatever you want to do.